So starting off with the next topic, that's your binary operators. Okay, in a previous video, we saw a unary operator and its three types. There was selection, projection, and rename operator. So your second type of a fundamental operators that is there, that's your binary operator. So for binary operators, we saw already in a previous lecture, the definition for it says that it takes two table as an input, okay, and creates one table as an output table and another single table as an output table. Okay, so today we are going to learn what are its types and how does it implement particularly these concepts. Okay, so we have to remember one thing for your binary operator, that it takes two table as your input table, okay, and generates the output as in another table. In that we have seen few names. Okay, we'll try understand what are the concepts for each one of it. So starting with the first type of binary operator, that's a set operation. So basically your set operation allows you to have multiple queries combined, okay, into a single result set. Now, basically, you have already learned the set part in your maths, okay? We say that there is, when you have two sets of data with you, you can have union on it, we can intersect, you can have union all, okay? All of this type, we'll try understand how do we apply this logic of set in your DBMS, okay? So starting with your first operation under your set operation, that is your union operation. Okay, so basically a union operation does what? It combines the result of two tables. You can have combination of results of two or more, but in which it eliminates the duplicate rows. Okay, whatever is duplicate between your tables. Suppose you have table A and you have table B, okay, it will combine, union will combine both the table, okay, all the records from both the table, fine, and it will eliminate the duplicate rows. Something that is duplicate in both, okay, it will show only once. Now suppose if there is in your table A, suppose you have a data with id 2 and in your table B you have a data with ID2 again. So it will show ID2 only once. The duplication for that particular ID won't be allowed. So let's move on and understand it with an example. So we have this example with the first table. You have the table name or your relation name as first table. You have an ID and name as an your attribute. You have a second table again with ID and name as attribute. Okay, now we have to union this table. Now, as we said, in binary operators, we always give two table as an input. So this is my first table and this is my second table. Now I have to combine these both with the union operation, right? So the query goes like, okay, select star from first. Okay, select star from first. Star here basically means choosing all the attributes from a table. Okay, we have already seen this in a practical section of what your particular select keyword does. Star from first means your table name, that is first. Union, select star from second, that's your second table name. Okay, that's second. And star means all the attribute of the relation table second. Okay, so we are basically combining here two select condition statements. Okay, so select for first table and select for second table is being combined with an union operator. So let's see what would be the output. So we'll just look into the data here. We have one data with one and two ID, okay, with their respective names. And in your second table, you have an ID 2 and 3 with the respective name again. Okay, so we'll try and check what basically union did for you. Okay, so an output table here shows 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so if you see here, you had four rows. In all, how many rows we had? Four rows. But it had written only three rows. Reason being that the ID2 here is being repeated. As we said that it does not allow duplicate values. So ID2 is come here as an output only once. So it will not duplicate this two times. So this is about your union operation. It combines two select statements together, okay, and gives an output, but it eliminates duplicate values. Moving on to your next part of your set operator, that's union all. Okay, union all, if you see this Venn diagram, it says it all. Okay, this Venn diagram says your first table, okay, this first oval could be a first table, and your second oval here is considered to be a second table. So if you see here, everything from your left table, everything from your right table, and the common values, okay, are also displayed. So basically, in your union all, it works similar to union, but over here it will also show you the duplicate rows. Okay, so if you see this, your first table, your second, and the common duplicate value is also been taken. Okay, so that's the difference between union and union all. Union all basically combines the same way as union does, okay, but it also shows you duplicate values. So let's take an example and try understand what basically was an output. So the first table and the second table. So for the query that is written, we'll try understand what they're trying to say. So if select star from first, union all, select star from second. So this is same syntax that we write for union, okay? It's only written as union all. So when I combine, you will see a difference. The output of union had two only once. Basically, over there in the output, we had only three tuples, right? So over here we have four tuples because your first table has two tuples, your second table has two tuples, right? So all four combines and gives a single output as a table. Now you would see this table is one single table, which is combination of your first table and second table. So basically wahan pe we had two tuples, over here we have two tuples, we are combining it to form one single table as an output. So even the duplicate value here is being repeated. That's the difference between your union and union all. Moving on to your next part of your set operator, that's your intersect. Okay, so intersect basically combines two select statements, but it returns only the common values between the two tables. So we'll be using intersect on the same table. So we have a first table with ID 1 and 2, we have a second table with ID 2 and 3. So we'll be using this query here. So select star from first, intersect, select star from second. So out of this, if you see who's common, if you see this Venn diagram, only the common from your first table, the left part is your first table, your right part is your second table, okay, and this is a common part between these two tables. So only this would come as an output. So if you see this in your first table, you have 1 and 2 as a value. In your second table, you have 2 and 3 as your value. Okay. So if you see this, only your second value is shown as an output, that too only once. Okay. So 2 is common between these two tables. So only 2 comes out as an output. Moving on to your next part, that's your minus part. Okay, it combines the result of your select statement, but it returns only values from your first set. Okay, that too which are unique. Now let's try and understand. We have first table here, okay, we have your second table here. So it will take only value from the first table. Even the common between the both are not into consideration, and even your second table value is not into consideration. So only your first table is under consideration. So if you see this, the first table and the second table, so you have 1 and 2 as an ID, 2 and 3 as an ID. Yes, in your first table, if I say minus, matlab from first minus from second, okay, if I say this, okay, basically that means that from my first table becomes my table from which I have to minus the second one. Okay, so basically in your first table, I will have only the values, okay, as an output of your first table, and also the common between the two is not taken into consideration. So over here you have 1, 2, 2, 3. So if you see here, out of the first table, as we said, we have to pick data. So yes, one would be picked, but one is not common between these two, like one is not present here in the second table. So yeah, one would be one of the output. If I say second, so no, because second is common between these two, so that would be eliminated, and third is obviously of the right hand side table, so that is not of consideration. So over here you will have only one as your output. That's all about your set operators.